He is a good boy. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. It has to start with a capital letter and end either with a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Is he a good boy? Question mark. That's a question. He is such a good boy! Exclamation mark. Now, in a sentence, there is always a subject or the thing that is being talked about, and what is being talked about it, that is the predicate. So in this sentence, he is such a good boy, the subject would be he is such a good boy is the predicate. The toy cannot be found. The toy would be the subject, cannot be found would be the predicate. February is the shortest month of the year. Can you guess the subject? Yes, it's February, and the predicate is the shortest month of the year. Coming to common nouns. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. There is a spider on the wall. Can you identify the common nouns here? Spider and wall. A common noun is an object in general. A proper noun refers to a particular object, and it always starts with a capital letter. For example, my name is Sarah. So S would be with a capital letter, and that would be a proper noun. Taj Mahal is the name of a monument. So T and M would start with a capital letter. The Taj Mahal is located on the banks of the river Yamuna. Can you identify the proper nouns? Taj Mahal and Yamuna. Both are names. Taj Mahal is the name of a monument and Yamuna is the name of the river. What about the common nouns? Banks and river. Possessive nouns. We ask the question, who possesses it? Raj's cat is sick. So Raj apostrophe S would be the possessive. The boys' hats are wet. So possessive noun would be the boys apostrophe comes after the S because it's the plural form. Now rewrite showing possessions. The wings of the bird are big. So we would write it as the bird's wings are big. Collective nouns. Name of a group of persons, animals, or things. A gaggle of geese, a flock of sheep, gang of robbers, a class of pupils, a troop of musicians, a fleet of ships, a band of robbers, a bouquet of flowers, a bundle of sticks, a swarm of bees, a troop of monkeys, a bunch of grapes, a pack of wolves, a herd of giraffes, a litter of puppies, a flight or a flock of pigeons, a crowd of passengers. Singular and plural. We can either add an S to the word, which would make it the plural form. For instance, girl becomes girls, bottle becomes bottles, guitar becomes guitars, rose becomes roses, and toy becomes toys. In these, you just have to add an S. You can also add an ES to certain words to make them a plural, like bus becomes buses, dish becomes dishes, address becomes addresses, echo becomes echoes, and bench becomes benches. If there is a Y, you usually remove the Y and make it an IES. So that would be ladies, cherries, babies, flies, cities. If there is an F at the end of the word, we can remove the F and make it a VES, like life becomes lives, shelf becomes shelves, loaf becomes loaves, knife becomes knives, and calf becomes calves. However, the plural form of hoof is hoofs, not hooves. You can add an S to a Y as well in certain conditions like boys, toys, monkeys, donkeys. You can change the vowels inside the word. For instance, feet, mice, oxen, teeth, men, women, geese. In some cases, the word remains the same. For instance, the singular and the plural of sheep is still sheep, deer is still deer, fish is fish, and trousers is trousers. Scissors, pants, jeans, shorts, slippers are also the same word. Coming to gender, we have masculine gender and feminine gender. The feminine form of an emperor is empress, waiter is waitress, bull is cow, buck is doe, stallion is mare, ram is ewe, drake is duck, gander, goose, tiger, tigress, lion, lioness, fox, vixen, monk, nun, milkman, milkmaid, nephew, niece, sir, madam, hunter, huntress, god, goddess, son, daughter, peacock, and peahen. There are neuter genders which are neither male nor female. For example, bag, shoe. There are common genders which are common to both male and female. For example, doctor, teacher. Pronouns. A simplified form of a noun or a short form of it is called a pronoun. There is the first person pronoun, which is I, me, we, us. There is the second person pronoun, which is you. The third person pronoun is he, she, it, they, and them. There is singular possessive, which is mine, yours, his, or hers. There is singular personal pronoun, which is I, me, you, him, she. There is plural possessive pronoun, which is ours, theirs, and yours. There is plural personal, which is we, us, you, and they. Adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes the noun. So the first thing we do to identify an adjective is identify the noun, and then the word that describes the noun. I wore a white hat yesterday. The noun is hat, and what describes the hat is white. So white would be the adjective. There are certain types of adjectives. Based on size, like a big house, based on color, like a red carpet, based on quality, like a handsome man, based on substance, like a clay pot. An adjective can end with full, as in beautiful, less, as in colorless, us, as in dangerous, y, as in dirty, ing, as in interesting, al, as in medical, ly, as in lovely, iv, as in active. There are comparative adjectives, like dark, darker, darkest, in which the darker would be comparative and the superlative would be darkest. So for cold, you have colder and coldest, rich, richer, richest, high, higher, highest, narrow, narrower, narrowest, deep, deeper, deepest. For comparative adjectives, like larger and bigger, always put a than after the word. For superlatives, we always put the before the word. Verbs. A verb is an action word. I laughed loudly. What's the action here? Laugh. So laughed is a verb. She reads. They read. Now, if you're describing the verb for an individual, you always put an S at the end of it most of the time. They read So for plurals, you don't put an S at the end of the word. Words of possession can be verbs, like she is a good girl. They have pencils. Adverbs. Adverb is a verb that describes the verb. She walks slowly. In this sentence, she walks slowly. How does she walk? Slowly. So first you identify the verb, then you choose the word that describes that word. So, adverbs are of how, where, and when. How adverbs would be words like bravely. Where adverbs would be everywhere, nowhere, somewhere. Adverbs of when would be early, late, never. He is waiting there for her. There would be the adverb. Uncle will come home tomorrow. So what is the verb here? It's come. And what describes the come? Tomorrow. They received us warmly. What is the verb here? Received us. And what is the thing that's describing it? It's warmly. The girl ran fast. What is the verb here? Ran. How did she run? Fast. The play will begin now. What is the verb? Begin or will begin. And what describes it? Now. She spoke softly. What is the verb? Spoke. And how did she speak? Softly. Conjunctions. Conjunctions are words that connect two sentences or two groups of words. Sam and Tim live in London. Tina is short, but her brother is tall. She went late to school because she missed the bus. Would you like tea or coffee? So and, but, because, and or can be used as conjunctions. Prepositions. A word that shows a relationship between two things is a preposition. I was on duty yesterday. So in this, the preposition would be on. The cat is under the bed. The preposition is under. I got a letter from you yesterday. So I got a letter from you yesterday. So from would be the preposition. What is the time by your watch? So what connects time and watch is by. That is the preposition. He has no control over himself. Over is the preposition. We will meet at dinner time. So what is the thing that connects meet and dinner time? It's at. Don't cry over spilt milk. Over is the preposition. Food was shared among 10 girls. Among is the preposition. Did you go to school? To is the preposition. The program is on channel 5. On is the preposition. She is beside herself. Beside is the preposition. Why are you still in bed? In is the thing that connects you and the bed. He is at the post office. At is the preposition. The meeting is on Tuesday at 5 p.m. So there are two prepositions here, on and at, because it's on Tuesday at 5 p.m. How much sugar do you want in your coffee? In is the preposition. They went fishing to the lake. To is the preposition. We live by the sea. By is the thing that connects live and see, so that's the preposition. Interjections. It's a word that expresses a strong and sudden feeling. Wow, such a beautiful dog. Ah, that is sad. Alas, he's no more. Hush, the baby is sleeping. Phew, we have arrived. Hooray, our holidays have begun. Shh, we're praying. Note that the interjections are always followed by an exclamation mark, and you don't need to put punctuations. Sam asked me, "Where have you been?" So there are two punctuations here. One is the inverted commas, which have to be inserted every time you're quoting somebody verbatim. The question mark is at the end of the question. Wow, that is a beautiful painting. The exclamation mark and the full stop are the punctuations. We will buy oranges, lemons, and mangoes for Jake's mother. Comma is a punctuation. Jake's mother, Jake apostrophe S mother, apostrophe is the punctuation, and the full stop at the end is the punctuation.